We mix it all with these, baby, come and feel the beat. Ooh, we are BTM reviews, baby. Nobody does it like us. Hey, you know I want to fight with honey. Blend it all in harmony, yeah. Yeah, yeah. For the bourbon, top the toys tonight. Ripped his mumble, but we're feeling right. Media spins, but stand our ground. Rap and joy with every beat and sound. Dive in the mix will set you free. Here at BTM Reviews on the symphony. Ooh, we are BTM Reviews, baby. Yeah, yeah. Nobody does it like us. Hey, you know I want you to vibe with honey. Blend it all in harmony, yeah. Raise a glass, let's get by. Together we'll make the spirits high. Leave the naysayers in the dust, child. Join the rhythm, sing and get wild. Ooh, we are BTM Reviews, baby. Nobody does it like us. Hey, you know we're about to do skylight with honey. Blend it all in harmony, yeah.
Welcome to BTM Reviews, where we talk about the news. Got the scoop you need to hear. Stay a while, join the cheer. Super chat me, let's go live. Feel the buzz and take a dive. Super chat me, don't delay. Join the fun, it's here today. Pour the bourbon, let it flow. Talking drinks you need to know. Whiskey's aged in barrels old. Stories told in glasses full. Super chat me, let's go live. Feel the buzz and take a dive. Super chat me, don't delay. Join the fun, it's here today. Boys and gadgets, playtime fun. From old school to brand new ones. Action figures, cars that zoom. Feel your heart and light the room. Super chat me, let's go live. Feel the buzz and take a dive. Super chat me, don't delay. Join the fun, it's here today. Movie flicks on silver screens. Drama, action, fill your dreams. Real to real, the stories told. Lights and camera, new and old. streams. Reel to reel, the stories told. Lights and camera, new and old. Super Chevy, let's go live. Feel the buzz, come take a dive. Super Chevy, don't delay. Join the fun, it's here today.
Hey guys, this is Dave with B10 Reviews. How's everybody doing tonight? Hope you're doing good. I sure am. I will say this though. Last night, I don't know what happened. I honestly don't. And I'm going to bring on Jim and I'm going to bring on Stimulated. I just, like, what? Like, that was weird. Trust me. Jim, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah, I'm doing good. No, I just thought since last night I wore that Hawks jersey, I would wear the Sox jersey tonight to represent Chicago all the way. And maybe, just maybe, I might wear a Bears jersey tomorrow.
The Bears.
The Bears.
So, Jim, I was perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Until you weren't.
And then a fucking wall came and smacked me right in the face, and I got looped. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, what? You know what I mean? Like, came out of nowhere. I mean, it came out of nowhere so bad because I never left the show last night to go use a bathroom or anything. So when you're sitting for 5 hours and you're drinking and you're not drinking enough water on top of it, when like you usually fucking do, my couch is about 20 feet away. I had to struggle to get to the couch. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm not making it to bed. This isn't going to happen.
Which bourbon were you drinking last night?
I was drinking the
Wasn't the hairy shoulder monkey one? Was it
the monkey
different,
shoulder.
right?
No, that it was the Baker.
Oh
Baker.
yeah, Jim Beam's grandson or whatever. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I had some barrel on top of that with it, but
Yeah.
but they're both about the same proof. I mean, they're not light. They're like 57% alcohol. So
Okay.
they're not Jack Daniel or something. You know what I mean?
Let's do a little detecting here, right? What'd you eat yesterday?
That's the problem.
That's it.
I did not eat right, and I did not drink enough water last night.
Yeah.
And then, like, I guess I just took one too many sips, and my body said, "Nope, you're an idiot."
Well, when I was like trying to peep over at your stream when I was on Katie's, we were trying to close out. Everybody was saying their goodbyes. You seemed like you were that drunk voice people get, like
Mhm.
that little slur. You
Mhm.
seemed like you were getting that, but you were fine. And then when my internet crapped out on me, I was watching the stream and I was like, wait, what?
What happened?
Where'd Dave go?
No rock gut, dude. I feel fine. Like, I got up at 7, then went upstairs and laid down for a couple more hours, and then I've been up all day, doing my stuff, doing my work, all that shit. So
When's the last time you got like that, Jim?
Like that?
Yeah.
It's been well over a decade.
Okay. It's probably been a couple years for me.
Yeah. Well, it ain't happening tonight. I guarantee you that. I did not make the video today of the plushies getting burnt. That'll be done tomorrow.
Julio, you know what to do.
What's
Burn
that?
the chat down, Julio.
Oh. So no, last night was a lot of fun. Belmont seems like a real nice guy, Jim.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Salty and Savage were fun. It was a good stream. Stimulated was over there talking about Ganame.
Ganame, is that what we're gonna? Okay, slick, real slick there, buddy.
I completely slam it, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I was on your show too. You left me waiting in the back room for 40 minutes, and then I left. And Jim said, "Hey, I'm here. I'll get the, I'll let Dave know that you're in the back room."
Low watermark could have let him in. I think
No,
he was as bad as I was, wasn't he?
Yeah,
no, but the only one that can let him in is you, Dave.
Yeah, you or
And
anyone
you
who has
can't
a
let him in
stream
either,
key.
Jim?
What? I can't let anybody in.
Hmm. You can
That's why
invite me.
another person also needs a stream key, Jim.
I don't know how to do that.
I've been telling you for a month. Get Katie to walk you through it. Get Wizard to walk you through it. DM him.
I think you just go on in your StreamYard, like not during a stream. You got to be like just in StreamYard and set it. It'll say something about either set up a stream key or give someone a stream key access. Then you send someone an email and or you add someone something. Is that
I don't
how it
have a
works?
stream key here, Crazy Cat. I don't want to man this ship. I just want to be a guest. I don't want to ever have to wrangle Dave and Jim.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I'll look it up. I guess.
I don't think it's that complicated. If Cynic could figure it out.
Why do I even come here? Why do I even show up for the abuse?
Well, always the new guys get the shit, dude. That's the way it works.
Yeah, it rolls downhill. That's right.
Again, Jim.
Yeah, your night was almost as bad as my night when I had to leave last night.
Yeah, that was weird.
It was, right?
Yeah, like
you don't get phone calls saying I locked my keys in the car and I can't get in and I need someone to come help me.
Like your son?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get those calls.
But it wasn't his car.
Your car?
No, it was his girlfriend's car.
Oh.
So, you had to go get a spare set of keys?
No, I had to go get her, then go drive 30 minutes away to get the spare set of keys from her dad.
Oh my
drive
God.
all the way back over. Yeah.
What a nightmare.
Yeah, it was.
So you two make Cynic throw shit at me after he gets done with you guys. Yep.
That's it.
he throws it back pretty good.
Sometimes. It just depends on how I'm feeling. Pretty good today, man. I had one of those good days where you just go around to like Sam's Club, stuff like that. Like running little small errands. I got some good food at Buffalo Wild Wings. Oh, it was awful.
That's impossible.
That's impossible.
Man, I got a burger there. I know.
Sucks.
I got a burger.
Oh.
They have a smash burger there, and it was amazing.
You know, they're slick too. Like on Uber Eats, like if you go to burgers, or there's this, like, I think they have a specialty menu for their burgers, there, right? So
yeah,
like on Uber or DoorDash, you'll say, "Oh, I never heard of this burger place," and you look at the map and like, that's fucking Buffalo Wild Wings. They're trying to play it off as a different restaurant, though, in the app. Creepy shit, right?
Yeah.
Them and another one. Oh, Denny's does that shit too. For their burgers. It's like a burger restaurant in Uber. Still Denny's, guys. So I don't know.
They're doing some stuff. It's like where they do what's called like ghost kitchens, where places will have their food made at a certain restaurant with like certain ingredients.
Yeah, they started doing
like
that
a scam
with
to
Mr.
me.
Beast.
It is a scam.
Like, well,
Yeah,
like some kind of
they started
scam
doing it
where-
with Mr. Beast Burger because he didn't have any locations. But what he did was he sold the recipe to like certain Uber Eats restaurants, like restaurants where you could pick up.
Dude,
And then they had
he's got that shit at a fucking little shit house bar and grill in the Dells. In the fucking Dells. Burger's pretty good though. I will say that. It's pretty good.
Can't beat a good burger, man. I'm telling you.
No. Now I did have a meatball sub for dinner tonight, Jim.
Oh yeah.
I should have took a picture. It was fantastic. I don't take pictures of food.
Yeah, don't do that. You're not a 16-year-old girl.
Or an Austrian.
I made 2 racks of nice
What's up, Julio?
baby back ribs on my smoker today.
That's different. That's completely different, Jim, because that's art. You know what I mean?
Julio, for the $10. I appreciate that. We still haven't come up with any new
Stingers. Fuck.
Stingers.
I gotta write that down. Make a
Well,
stinger.
yeah, we need to make like 3 stars, right? Just to
Yeah.
swap them out a little bit. Now, when we make them, Jim, I think you can actually use real music because it's clipped as long as you do something. Right? Katie said she does something and then she sends them in to YouTube, like as a video, just to see
Yeah, she posts them to her channel to see if they get dinged.
if they get dinged. If they get
Yeah.
dinged, she tries another one,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, exactly.
So Julio hates that stinger. You want the stinger, Julio? I'll play the stinger because you are supporting the ARA. I do like that new shirt or that new design that Jin Wong made. So
You need to figure out how to animate that one somehow, and then distort the music that's in the back to make, or do like circus sounds behind it, right? So you
Hmm.
can have the what is it? The something retard alliance. What's
Yeah. Yeah.
The African Retard Alliance? What?
I didn't say that. I said the something. Jim,
Oh,
we're gonna have to get
Alright.
your hearing aids, bud.
Thanks again, Julio. So yeah, I'll send Jim that image so he can do something with it. But Amoral, Andrew, and who else are coloring it? Elemental, Amoral, and Andrew Campbell are going to try and color it. So then we'll pick the best coloring job. So that'd be good. Anything happening in politics? I hear there's a lot of shit going on with votes and stuff still.
Oh yeah, I saw.
They tried to make a big deal about Trump saying that Liz Cheney needs to get sent to the front lines to deal. You know, she wants to send people to war. She needs to get a rifle and go there herself and see how she likes it. He's saying to put her in front of a firing squad. It's like that's not what he
That's not what he said.
I mean, look, they keep saying stuff like that, and then I go look it up, and I get disappointed.
I know, right? Oh, he didn't really say that.
Damn it!
Right? That's fucked up. He should have said that.
Yeah, she's a piece of shit. I mean, her dad put his buddy in front of a firing squad when they were hunting. So.
Yeah, and didn't even get a court case out of that, did he?
No.
The only thing I'll say about politics is that everyone should not get doom pilled by the stuff. That's what they're trying to do right now. Is the classic playbook to try to demoralize people and convince them not to vote. Like, oh, it's help. You know, you can't do it. You're going to lose anyway, or whatever.
I think they're trying to push it the other way. I think they're allowing the news media to push the polls so people get complacent. Right? I think they're going, oh man, we're up so much. Like, my vote's not going to matter anyway.
They've been trying a couple of places, like MSNBC and CNN, have been trying to push out that it's Trump is sinking and this is happening. Yeah, black pill. And like, oh my God, like this thing pushing, like, oh my God, the electorate, it's like 60% women have voted early compared to 40% men. It's like, well, it's always like that. So stop it. Women are more likely to vote early than men. Why?
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, it's always been that way.
How long has early voting been going on, Jim?
Not that long. It's too long.
Yeah. I was talking to my boss yesterday about something, and I said something about, he said, make sure you're home November 5th so you can vote. I said, I'll be home. He says, unless you voted already. I said, voted already? I said, I'm a fucking American. I vote on goddamn election day. I said, have you voted already? He said, no, I vote on election day. That's what I do. I said, oh, thank God. I don't like
driving to Birmingham to go vote because I'm still registered at my family's farm up there. So getting on the road Monday, going to vote at my polling place, and then going to hang out with family the rest of the week.
I mean, it will literally take me 5 minutes to vote.
Yeah.
It's a small town, dude. It's a small town.
I know, but a lot of places, though, since they've made it so much easier to, like they simplified the system with all this electronic stuff, it takes an hour to vote.
Yeah.
wait in line. That's what it seems like. It's like, wait, if you just had a piece of paper, you could just mark, but no, now that it's fucked. I don't know, but I think a lot of that stuff too. I think they're pushing a lot of those stories out also to try and dissuade people and be like, oh, I don't want to fucking deal with that. It's gonna be too much of a hassle. Everybody should vote. Everybody should get their friends to vote. You know, it's the Chicago way. Vote early, vote often.
Easy.
Or count the ballots often, right? Like the numbers just didn't make sense last election, guys. They just didn't.
No.
No, they didn't.
Everybody I talked to, right? I think we brought it up a couple days ago. I went to bed because I thought this is another 2016. We got it, boys. I was watching Steven Crowder, right? I was like, we've got it, boys. I'm going to bed. I've got to go to work in the morning. And when I got up, I was like, what the fuck happened? Like, what happened?
Yeah, I don't know. But this whole Dominion thing, Jim, they're already saying that the Dominion machines are going down in states and shit.
There's some kind of problem, I think, in Michigan, and the Michigan Attorney General or Secretary of State, one of them was saying that they know this is a nationwide, there's a problem. You know, and then you had Colorado, the Secretary of State decided for some reason to post all the passwords for their machines online.
Weird.
Weird.
Total accident, right?
Well,
that was just a big oopsie.
Well, it's a crime. She should actually be arrested.
Nah,
She broke
it's not
the
a
law.
crime. It's just an oopsie.
No, it's a crime.
Jim. It's no big deal. Jim.
It's a crime.
Jim. Yeah, you say that, but it's just an oopsie. She didn't mean her.
Well, Jim, I like your tweet today. And then people are arguing with you about it, and you're like, well, no, that's what people went to jail for, the exact same thing.
Oh, yeah, no, that was the Jimmy Kimmel thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jimmy Kimmel was telling people not to vote until vote later. Go vote, on Friday or Saturday. Don't wait in line.
You don't need to be there on
That's what
Thursday. That's interference.
Douglas Mackey went to jail. Yeah, that's what Douglas Mackey went to jail for, making a joke.
On a tweet, right?
On a tweet, yeah.
Yeah.
So, and that blew up. I got like over 150,000 views on that.
Yeah, Jim's gonna get them big musk bucks.
Fucking Nicholas. Well, you got like 49,000 views already. How many do you need? Or likes?
Many like you get?
And Amoral says 4.9 thousand, you fucking moron. But he said he was just kidding. Like, it was still funny. Like, that's a lot, Jim, for some guy living in Florida. Yeah.
Next, people will be making songs about me.
Yeah. Maybe I will. Jim's too big for the show. I know. Hey, what's up, Katie? How are you?
Hey, Katie.
So 5 more backers to hit the goal tonight of 50 backers. Back pencils down. Cool. That's awesome. So he's on Tony's show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Cool.
I can't back it anymore. I backed it.
Katie said send her the link.
Send Katie the link. You got it.
Ooh, 2 nights streaming with Katie. I don't know if my heart can stand it.
Don't be gay.
Oh, okay. So wait. Hold on. Whoa, hold on.
Don't
An
be gay.
attractive blonde lady.
You don't say
I
it
say
out
something
loud.
nice
You don't
about.
say it out loud. That your heart. Come on, man.
I get called gay, but but if I compliment Jim wearing a hat, nobody calls me gay.
I'm not wearing a hat.
I know,
I'm
but
not wearing a
last
hat.
time you weren't wearing a hat, you put the hat on. I complimented it. Nobody said I was gay then.
Complimented the hat.
Complimented Jim. I said he looks good in the hat. I didn't compliment the hat. I complimented another man.
So
Nobody called me gay then.
okay, gay. How about that? That's your name. Hey, gay.
You assholes, man.
Hey, if you wouldn't have beat Vanderbilt, you wouldn't be taking all this. If you would have beat Vanderbilt, you wouldn't be
I
taking all
wouldn't
this
take all
shit.
this shit. Yeah, I get it,
That's
man.
right.
We're gonna win this weekend though,
Who you playing?
because nobody. It's our bye week, so we
Oh.
automatically win.
And then you play probably like
LSU. We
oh,
always
you're
play
not
LSU after our bye week in beginning of
oh,
November.
cool.
Yeah.
Hi, Katie did.
Hey,
Oh,
do I
I hear
sound
the
okay?
crickets. Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm outside on my porch, so
still warm enough for that,
pretty.
huh?
It was really nice yesterday, but it's a little chilly, not too bad. So
Just peace and quiet, though, right?
yes, yes. I
So
want to
we got
say
two
to
more
you,
backers on Tony's show tonight.
yep, got 2 backers. General Peggy and Ruby King got the digital. So we just need 5 more backers to hit the 50 backers goal, because that means he's halfway to getting the first 100 backers who will get a custom pencil with their order. It doesn't matter if you got the digital, the $8 one, or whatever, you get a custom number 2 pencil. And if you want, guys, for those here, I know a lot of you guys have already backed it, which I do appreciate it. Thank you so much. But for those that have not, back it tonight. It's a really good book. And also, Dave and Jim are on the Dillard cover. So if you want to have have the cover of both of them on it, back the Dillard cover on there, and then that way you have a piece of Jim and a piece of Dave. So, which by the way, guys, thank you so much for that. So
I don't know if it's
appreciate
going
it.
to actually be me.
If Dave's
No,
not
I
on,
know it's your dog.
if Dave's not on the cover himself, I'm not backing that cover.
He
I
should
want
put the
Dave.
cover on there himself
I
with
want a
like
picture
some
of Dave
whiskey,
on my
like a
cover.
glass. Like
Yeah.
a glass of whiskey or something, like in his something that represents his show.
Mm-hmm. Nobody wants to see my
I think
face.
that'd be great.
Yeah,
I
just like
think Dillard, don't you want to see what Dillard does? I think it'll look good.
we'll try.
Yeah, I
We'll
think
see.
he'll take a couple
Come
years
on,
off
you
of
and Jim are a team. You guys are a team, like be perfect.
Look at Jim. He's hearing every word we're saying.
I'm hearing you. I appreciate it, Katie. Everything you said, it's a nice word. I'm just looking at the video. I guess
Yeah, words nice, good. Yeah, heard
words
him.
were several words I heard. Team.
Is the crickets that loud?
No, it's
No.
Jim. It's Jim moderating to the stars.
No,
Oh.
actually I wasn't. I was looking. There's this some guy got slapped at trying to vote for wearing a Let's Go Brandon hat.
Oh, really?
Poll worker slapped him. Yeah.
That's assault, isn't
I
it?
know. I saw the guy in the Trump hat, the camo Trump hat, arguing with poll workers. And I'm like,
Yeah, that's
no,
the one. It says he got slapped.
I didn't see that part, but I mean, here's the problem though, man. Like that's electioneering. It's been electioneering for decades. You're not allowed to wear anybody's stuff at the polling place.
Says the man takes off his hat and tosses it back towards the line of people waiting to vote, saying something to the poll worker that prompts her to slap him. CNN reports that a poll worker is accused of assault and battery in a case after she appeared to hit the man in the face with her hand. See, why do they always do that? They don't say appeared or they use these qualifiers when it's a certain going the other way,
Mhm.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
if he's
Like
wearing a Let's Go
Biden
Brandon hat,
Biden appeared to call Trump supporters garbage.
yeah.
No, he called
No,
Trump
he
supporters
straight said it. Yeah.
I mean,
But
So-
if he's wearing a Let's Go Brandon hat, that's not a candidate anymore. Joe
No.
Biden's not a candidate. And as long as that hat doesn't say Donald J. Trump on it,
It's
you
not
can wear it.
anything. It's a hat. Yeah.
Exactly. You can wear a MAGA hat even.
have you noticed
Did you
something?
see
And
the
I
video of
don't
that cop in
know.
Pennsylvania that was wearing a mask harassing the dude
Yeah,
with the MAGA
but
hat?
Here's a question I'm just wondering in the chat. Have you noticed anything about all these videos you're seeing of the poll workers at all these places? Do you notice they all look a certain way? Which is odd because it's a tiny percentage of the population, but yet they
Not
seem to
allowed
have
to say
jobs
what
in
they
all the
look like.
polls.
Well, maybe they're picking the right neighborhoods to
You think so?
Well,
mean-
no, generally speaking, I mean,
I do see what you're saying though, because usually in those videos,
no, because generally it's the county that hires these people to do the job. So the county is
Yeah.
hiring these certain type
county
of people to
workers.
work,
Okay.
county workers, and It's just weird to me
Is that what we're gonna call them now? County workers?
yeah, they're from the county, you know.
County
And,
union workers.
These are
the county.
Yeah.
1 for Trump, 1, 2, 3 for Kamala.
Actually, if you guys want to know, Trump's coming to my old hometown tomorrow.
You going to see him?
No, God, no.
Take
I
the
gotta
kids
work
with you.
tomorrow.
Go see him. Take off work. Take the
It's a
kids. Make
holiday.
a day of it.
I can't.
She'll
It's
never
me
get
and
in,
one other
but at least she
lady
could.
working.
Huh?
It's only me and one other person working tomorrow.
Oh
so I
boy.
can't leave,
We'll
but
just look, shave
traffic is
everybody's
already
head.
shitty here. It's already terrible. They'll shut
Yeah.
down the interstates tomorrow, where nobody can get on it. He came 4 years ago around the area, and it was, oh my God, it was a disaster.
And did you this fucking attorney general of Arizona saying they're investigating Trump for death threats for saying that Cheney should have to go fight in these wars she wants to start?
I read something about
Okay,
that, but I didn't.
But
like,
here's the
delve
thing
into
that
it.
no, this guy's statement saying he's ordered and announcing this investigation and saying these crimes, that's election interference.
Mm-hmm.
Is it really? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that
You
makes
are-
sense.
You're not supposed to announce you're opening an investigation on somebody.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. You're right. I was too busy
Well-
having a good day to not pay attention to all this stuff.
You know?
I'll be right back.
I'll
Now
be
that he's
honest with
gone.
you, I haven't paid attention to much of the politics these past 4 years. I think after that whole election last time, I just tapped out and I said, you know what, I'm done, man. I'm done fighting with people. I'm done with the bullshit. You know, like
No, don't fight
life
people,
is
Katie.
short.
Just if you know anybody who needs a ride to go vote or needs help filling out their ballot, not filling out their ballot, but help them, you know, if they need help with something, you know, you can't, you know, just help
Oh, I
people out.
agree. Oh, I agree. I plan
Bring
to
'em.
vote Tuesday, so I'm ready. And I usually take the kids with me when I go vote, so they can.
I'm gonna
So they
pick up
can
a
see.
whole bunch of Democratic voters and then accidentally run out of gas.
No, don't do that. Please don't talk about it. What I'm saying is, here's the bottom line: is the reason this country is so fucked up and has been so fucked up for so long is because we only usually have 50 to 60% of the people voting.
Yeah.
That's, you know, so
We
the
have
government,
what
you know, and the government is aware that there's a whole bunch of people who don't give a fuck about anything, so
Yeah,
they
they
can do whatever
have.
the fuck they want.
And they can they just have to influence enough of that 50 to 60% to make it sway their way. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah. Australia, it's mandatory voting.
And they still only
Is it really?
and they still only get like 90 to 92% of the people to vote.
Yeah, some people pay the fine. They don't care.
Yeah.
But 92.
And so
would be
isn't that
better
weird that they have it? It's mandatory and you get a fine if you don't vote, and they can only get to like 90, 92%. But then you get a place like Michigan that gets 104% people vote.
They're just
Maybe.
very motivated there, Jim.
Yeah.
It's just like every time you got something bad to say about the left and places like Michigan, I just don't understand it, man.
They're
It's
they're
almost like
yes, they are actually partaking in their government. They're making a difference.
yeah. They're making a huge difference. Jackasses.
I heard, was it Vito saying when he votes, he feels like it's anticlimactic because he doesn't get anything when he's done voting, like a present or a
Oh,
toy
yeah.
or a gift.
You
It's
get a
like,
sticker.
yeah. And,
Well,
like,
if they did give him something, that would be a violation of the law.
well, dude, imagine the fucking gifts these idiots would try and come up with to try and influence votes. That'd be their selling point. Vote for me, you'll get this.
It would be cool if they gave like just a general I voted hat.
Simply says
That'd
it's
be
not that those people don't care, it's that they don't care about politicians. I meant they don't care about the fine. They don't care about paying a fine. And the reason you probably are willing to pay the fine, because I don't know how much the fine is, to not vote somewhere, but you don't do it because you don't give a fuck about these idiots that are controlling your lives in some way, right?
Yeah. Simply Green's an Undead Chronic fan? Wow.
Do
I
you
used to
think
listen to
too?
him.
Like I saw this thing that came out now that it's been exposed that the FBI planted moles in the Trump campaign back in 2015 to spy on him and do all this shit.
Yeah.
Like, why is it
It's been
coming out
proven.
now? Why is it coming out now? Are they trying to
Because it
get ahead
doesn't
of the
matter
shit to
now.
be like, oh,
Yeah.
so that if after Trump wins, if they go after these people for breaking the law, they'll be like, they're targeting us. They're targeting us. We're under attack.
Yeah,
Probably.
Subscribe to my channel, Back to RA.
that's right.
Simply
That's
great.
right.
My bad, bro.
Anyway, have you seen this new picture? The Hot Tua girl?
Oh, let me
Oh,
ask you something,
she's
Dave.
a
What
banker.
happened to your stream last night? Is it still up?
No.
I was in the
You
middle of
took it
listening to
down?
it at work. I was in the middle of listening to it at work, and it just boop, and I was like, "What happened?"
I'll put it up tomorrow.
It was
Maybe after
solar
this.
flares.
Oh,
Solar flares. took it
Solar
down.
flares.
Well, it was a good stream.
It was
It was
fun, man. The problem is, at some point, this fucking wall came out of nowhere and smacked me right in the face, to where I couldn't even fucking comprehend where I was anymore, Katie. And I'm like, what the hell happened? I couldn't, like, I just, I don't know how that happened, because I know what I didn't drink as much as I do a lot. And fuck. But then I thought of it. I didn't eat no dinner. I wasn't drinking water. And I didn't stand up for 5 hours during the stream. All bad combinations. All right, Jim. What are we looking at here?
This is the Hot Tua girl.
She's
Get a boob
pretty.
job?
I don't know.
I don't know, but I love her outfit. That is so cute.
Yeah, I guess you could say cute.
I will say the same thing I said last night when we were looking at
Blood Ruth?
someone's book.
Yeah.
No, Blood Ruth, baby. When I said boobs need to be bigger.
It's Blood Ruth.
I think she got a boob job or something because they're bigger
No,
than what
she-
they were.
Oh, no. Or were we
Yeah,
talking about?
Hey, she's not young enough to be my granddaughter. I hate to fucking break it to you, crazy cat.
I don't care if she was
No.
young enough to be my granddaughter. I would
Jim,
you know.
Jim's younger than me, Cat. Not like
She's in her,
last night.
I'd say she's about 30.
Yeah,
Akua?
probably.
Yeah, late 20s.
Probably.
28, 29.
Probably.
Tell you what, she is young enough to be my next ex-wife.
With a prenup, of course.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
oh no, boys. she's 21.
Get out of here.
Swear to bejesus.
I
Haley
believe it.
Welch, also
She's young enough
known
to be
as
my daughter.
Yeah.
Akua girl, is 21 years
No,
old.
I'm 50, crazy cat.
What's the rule? Divide by 2 plus 7. Yeah, you're just a few years shy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, she's way too young to date.
Not me.
Yeah.
I'm in my 30s.
But you still got nothing to say to her.
Yeah, dude. Hey,
No,
this
no,
is how it started. It's how it started out. Sup, girl? Want to get some pizza and have some sex? And when she slaps me, I go, "What's the problem? You don't like pizza?"
Gen Z
Works.
ages like shit.
They all age
Okay.
the same way because they all get the same plastic surgery, so they all end up looking like the same, like weird lipped, oddly shaped cheek and nose filler stuff. It's
That
They all
would be a
look identical.
Kardashian.
Yeah.
Yep. That's it. I get older, they stay the same age. It's kind of sad, Chris Bacon.
Yeah,
right.
good.
From a
High
movie.
school girls.
What's that, Katie?
Older.
That's a quote from a movie, ain't it?
Yeah. Dazed and Confused. Woodard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey used to be pretty funny.
Wait, is that Chris Bacon in the chat?
Yeah.
He just changed his name.
Yeah.
Chris,
that's
Chris,
that's
have you
Christ
back
on.
pencils down?
That-
Chris, back pencils down, bud.
That's and the link is in
And
the
it's good
chat.
to see you.
That's his
I
new
didn't know that
character
was
name
him.
for the new. Have they contacted you yet, Chris, about your auction win?
You know what? They better, because if they don't, then Chris has a reason to go forward, because they promised him,
Well, it's an auction. You win an auction blind.
Yeah.
There's nobody know who's gonna win that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still don't know why they wanted a selfie of you in your underwear, Chris. That was weird.
That was weird.
Weird.
Because
I
they
think
know
maybe it
who
was
he
Sturgis
is, and
that
they're
wanted it.
trying. It's because they know who he is, and they're trying to humiliate him.
Trying to humiliate him. I think
I'm
he's
thinking about it.
humiliating them. That's what I think.
You
This
know-
is their worst nightmare. Although they should be happy. They're like, dude, that's a lot of money for the charity. Who cares? Like who it is. They better do a good job. I'm sure they will, because if they don't, he'll just ridicule him some more. And they were supposed to. Chris wants to know what the fees are or whatever that's going to actually not get to the charity, because he wants to make sure that because I do know one thing, Jim, when you donate to like St. Jude, it all goes to St. Jude. It doesn't go to anything else. That's what they claim.
But this isn't a. This is.
This
I
is
was
for
reading some of
secondary.
that stuff, and it was very sketchy to me
For the
because I thought it said that they only have to give them 3% of the donation.
That's fucked up. They need to give the whole donation. That's the point of an auction. Oh my god, that's a point of
You know
an
that like
auction.
there's going to be fees, and then Eric gets to keep money, and then this company that he used gets to keep money, and so I don't know.
Why
That's a
would
Maybe I read it
scam.
wrong.
That's a scam. That's a scam, because
Why does
they
Eric
should
get
get
any money?
every penny of that money. It goes straight to them. I've done auctions before. They go straight to the cause, the charity. Oh my god.
Well, if that girl, all I'm going to say is if she's really only 21, she's going to have a hard time in about 10 years because she looks like she's 30 already.
Oh my god, Jim.
Hey, Jim.
Burn.
Jim tells you.
I'm just telling you how it is.
So you thinking she's not going to wear that cute outfit in 10 years?
No. No. She's not even going to be the queen of the trailer park in 10 years.
Oh.
She's the queen of my double wide trailer with the polyethylene curtains and the red front deck. That's a good
I don't
song.
have to stand being wrong, Crazy Cat, because I'm never wrong.
You know, I was thinking about it, boys. When I
Uh-oh.
y'all said I didn't have anything to say to a Hawk Tua girl. Y'all forget she's from Tennessee and grew up in a trailer. That's right up my alley.
See, Chris gets me. He knows the song. Word up.
Well, you want to do our nightly solar flare update, and we can get into the review?
Are we dying?
Sure.
Real
Yeah.
quick, I told my husband about this, that you guys watch this guy, and he's like, yeah, I know who he is. Yeah, he's crazy.
Crazy like a fox.
Yeah.
Crazy in all the right
all
ways.
the time. Yeah.
Hey, when he's right, though, and we're all sitting there going, what the hell happened?
He's only got to be right once.
Just like those guys on Ancient Aliens, right? When they
Only gotta
find
be
that
right once.
first buried fucking spaceship, they were right all the time, guys. Oh my God. It's going to be awesome. I hope they do. That's what Katie should do. Katie should sing in her own songs.
I ain't going to sing. Now, my husband can sing. He's very good at it, but I can't sing worth a shit.
Katie can't carry a tune in a bucket, as they'd
That's
say.
right. And
Well.
the bucket is the bucket is shit.
I can't sing either. I have no singing ability. What's up, Chris Bacon?
Not much. I'll just thought I'd get on real quick and clarify the auction and how that played out and what it is, because in case you get clipped and there
What it is.
it'll be
See, you're so connected to the Riververse now. You sound just like Eric July.
What it is.
exactly.
He's like-
So I didn't want you to get clipped and somebody saying like BTM Reviews accuses Eric July of charity fraud. So
Oh.
this is how it is. Okay.
All right, well, it's not fraud. It's just I thought that was what the
That's
was
not
like
going to be the headline, and we all know
Okay.
that. So anyway, this is when I posted the terms. That was straight from Charity Buzz, as far as like the whole 3% thing. They apparently just have it with anybody who runs a promotion with them, that they have to, I'm assuming, have to provide evidence that they've given at least 3% of the proceeds to the charity. That's not a Ripperverse thing.
No.
I wasn't implying that.
No.
No.
It's the auction company that we were talking about.
Yeah, the auction company.
Right. So, and again, my concern is not that they are going to do the wrong thing, but it's a very Ronald Reagan trust but verify type thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because if I'm going to give this amount of money to a charitable organization, I want to make sure that they get just that. Eric July in his video said that 100% of the net proceeds would go to that. So I got an email directly from St.
You
Jude's.
said net proceeds?
Yeah, net proceeds.
You hit on what I saw, Jim, or I heard.
Right. So
is that like the Hollywood accounting?
Well, here's the thing.
Louis?
Like, obviously, I think like the Charity Buzz themselves is charging them something to run that auction. I don't know what it was. And then it also has in the language like the organizer, like whatever fees they may have, or whatever the case may be. And it's like, okay, well, I'm giving us a sizable sum of money. I want to make sure they get all of it. So I sent a direct donation to them for $500 additional on top of the auction winning amount, which was $42.50. There was some other fees that were attached to it that were like $850. So like the final payout that I made was $5,100. And so I got.
So you pay an auction fee, basically, right?
I guess, but I was like, why am I paying that? It doesn't matter. But so I got an email directly from St. Jude's. Alex Miller, who we all know and love, was CC'd on the email. Just like, hey, congratulations, blah, blah, blah. And I posted that email that I got from St. Jude, and it was like, hey, and like bold and like highlighted wording, like, hey, if there's anything else you guys want to do or can do or will do or whatever. And I said, hey, I know Eric July, the founder of the Ripperverse. He is a neighbor of mine, lives right down the street. The Ripperverse is in close to my area. I'd be glad to do anything with them to further help promote the cause. And when I got the follow-up email from Alex Miller, he was just like, send me a selfie. So I posted that as well. But I told the St. Jude's guy, I said, look, whenever you finally get the money from the Ripperverse, because that money from the auction will go to them and then they present it to St. Jude. It's not like they got my donation directly, because I'm assuming they have the ability to take out fees. And again, contractually obligated to only give up to 3% or minimum of 3%. So even though Eric is saying like, hey, this is what we're going to do, 100% of net proceeds will go to them, I said, I want to know exactly what you get from them so I can make up the difference, whatever that may be.
You can square it with them, yeah.
And I will 100% make that public whenever I know what the Ripperverse actually sends to St. Jude. And it's not for the purposes of trying to have a gotcha moment or anything like that. It's just, again, if this is what I'm donating for and this is the cause, I want to make sure that they get every single thing that I intended to give them. And I'm assuming the Ripperverse will give 100% of the net proceeds, which I hope whatever they get from that charity buzz, they're going to give to them. And if there's any additional fees, I want to know what those are, and I will cover the difference. But
if
yeah,
if you paid $800 in fees to Charity Buzz, I mean, what else could Charity Buzz be taking out of the money? That doesn't
make sense.
I don't know. I'd have to.
If that's the case, if you could get like $800 in fees plus then take some of the donation, I mean, I'm starting a fucking charity company to run charities because holy fuck, it's just like you're just taking money for nothing.
Yeah, it's like when you go to an auction house and you buy shit, there's always like that 13% additional fee that the auction house gets. They get it because they're providing the auction. I get that. But there's no fees in the money that I'm paying for the product that they're taking from the customer, because they already
Mhm.
got it from me, right?
Mhm.
That I know of. I might be wrong. They might charge the customer
Okay,
20%
so
on top
here's
of it.
what it is. Like, so I got the receipt here, and it says the hammer price, which I guess is their vernacular for the winning bid price,
Mhm.
$42.50. Buyer's premium, whatever the hell that is, $850. Subtotal $5,100.
It's
So
almost 20%. Yeah.
yeah. So whatever they end, I'm assuming that I have to pay. I guess like it would be like if you did friends and family through PayPal or something. You're the one taking on that premium cost to basically for the auction fees or whatever, or the processing fees. So I'm
Mhm.
assuming they're passing that on to the person who actually bought or
Yes. Right.
made the winning bid. So that's how that played out, and we'll see what happens. No, but the
I would think
Ripper.
Eric's going to give the full amount over,
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
because
Yeah.
it
now
would
he
be
doesn't
more,
have a choice.
but I mean, it would be more beneficial to him tax wise to give the full amount over, because
It's
then
not.
he can also write off whatever the costs involved in production of the thing that you know what I mean. Like his write off would be much larger.
Now,
Can't say.
does Chris get to write it off as a charitable donation?
Yeah.
Since it's an
Yeah, his
auction?
donation. Yeah,
I didn't know that since it was an auction. Like, uh, so
Still
but
a
they're
charitable
recognized as
donation.
a charitable organization, right? So
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah, so that's kind of how
I don't
that'll
know about
play
the
out.
fees though. You might not be able to write off the fees.
I don't know. That's for my accountant to figure out. I'll give them the paperwork at the end of the year and
Hmm.
do it that way. I could have run it through my LLC, but I was like, no, I'll just do it directly. But it's whatever. But yeah, so again, the Rippaverse, for probably obvious reasons, doesn't want any more involvement with me than they absolutely have to. Because again, St. Jude said like, hey, would you be willing to do this? I was like, yeah, I'll do whatever. With these folks or whatever the case may be. And there's Alex Miller is just like, it was very official, very form letter looking, like just send us a selfie, make sure we've got your address to send you the copy of the book that you're going to be in and kick rocks. So
Do you know
that's
what book it is yet?
no, but it's supposed to come out with in a year. Whatever that happens to be, it's 2 to 3 panels. I'll probably appear in the first one, be killed off in the second one.
Oh, you're gonna get a nasty death too, dude.
I hope it's Larry Shungite. Oh God, I'm gonna start praying daily for
Get power bombed through a car battery.
exactly. I want Chris Bacon and Larry Shungite.
But I'm very excited because Carol Brown said that even side characters, supporting characters, have to have a well thought out and developed backstory or storyline or whatever. So I'm assuming that they're going to respect the customer and live up to that, even with my appearance. And we'll go from there. Hopefully, they'll have me portrayed in the attire that I sent them with my respect the source material Eric July T-shirt, and maybe that will prevent me from being murdered and violated in the book.
Now you want to be murdered in the books, then you can make a
I
video and
I
go on a
just
show saying you're under attack.
I just anticipate that. But my only hedge against violent murder and death, instead of just making like a very brief Stan Lee type cameo in a book, is that I will be sending a stack of these books to the St. Jude's Hospital in Houston, Texas, for the children, and
You're
saying,
a
"Hey, look on
monster.
this page. See
You're a
what
monster,
happens.
Chris. You
And
are a
see what happens to
monster.
my
Why would you
character."
do that to those poor children, Chris? Man.
Hey, it's what I do
Dave,
for the
I gotta
kids.
go.
All right. Hey,
All right,
Katie, have a good day at work tomorrow.
Bye, Katie. See you next week.
Yep. See you next week, everybody. Please be sure to go back, pencils down. We just need 5 more backers to hit the goal of 50 backers. Please go and check it out. It's very affordable. The book itself is only $15. Also, real quick, tune in Monday morning for Good Morning Comicscape at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will have Spin, Butch Killigan, the comic. I will have him on in the morning. Yeah. And then I will have Flip City Magazine that will come on later in the in the stream. She's going to come on and promote, and it's going to be a fun time. And so I look forward to seeing everybody there. And thank you for supporting Pencils Down. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Katie. See you later.
See ya.
Bye.
And any Rippaverse employee who I know will inevitably watch this, if you could please unblock me on Twitter, that would be amazing.
Me too. Hey, I will make a charitable donation also in the Rippaverse's name if you unblock me, just so I can end up getting blocked again.
Well, you're blocked from the Rippaverse?
Rippaverse Comics, Eric July. I mean, the whole. I haven't hit the trifecta with Ripasend, but we'll see what happens.
I'm only blocked from Eric July.
Yeah, well, lucky you.
Dang.
So, yeah, that's how the charity thing played out. I'm going to do my absolute best to be above board, limit my detracting to none. So hopefully, I can get all of you guys to change your mind
About
about the Rippaverse. I want to win over hearts and minds. I've got to win you guys over because
where'd he go? Holy shit.
I don't know, man. What the fuck happened? Oh, gee.
it is my personal goal for my appearance to outsell every other book outside of ISOM 1 and 2. And if
Chris, how much did you what was the winning donation again?
40,
What was the amount?
4250.
All right, I'm gonna need 2200.
Yeah.
I have to win over hearts and minds, and I will be promoting the Rippaverse heavily.
Oh, you can win over my heart and mind real fast. I'll send you my Venmo. We're good.
Oh my God.
No, but I can make that happen because I've got inroads, obviously, with the detractors that the Rippaverse folks people do not have, and I got to win over hearts and minds. That's my goal, because I know when the time comes, I can count on every single one of you to buy a copy of that book to support my appearance being canonized into the Rippaverse, and we're going to make it happen.
It is getting deep in this room. Oh my God. I will never give Eric July money, dude. Again, ever.
I've got 363 days to change your mind. So,
well, if it goes on eBay, because Jim's selling his copy, I might check it out. Other than that, no way. Who's went over farts and slimes? Oh, that's good though, Chris. You don't care about winning over.
Student of God, rip a goalpost. You see, I'm making genuine efforts here. Again, give me time. Just give me time. I'm gonna win them over. Whatever book I'm in is gonna break records. It's gonna be amazing.
It's gonna put Eric back on his feet. Is that what you're trying to say? Put him on the right path.
No, Eric July is already back on his feet. As you can see from his post, he's doing great. Blood Ruth is exceeding expectations, or however he worded it.
Wonder how low those expectations were.
I just looked. It's at 293.
The day I won that auction, the Horseman had the best day it had in like 3 weeks. So I was already making an immediate impact. I felt real good about that.
Yeah, I just saw Horseman's up to 704.
Yeah, I mean,
and
I'm gonna make it happen.
Achromatic Chronicles is 44,000 still.
Oof.
I think that one's probably hit a wall pretty hard. It'll make its 50 goal, but I don't think it's going to make 100 like it did when Jay did it on his own and didn't
have to pay out to Eric.
Mm-mm.
Jeez, that's insanity. That's a lot of wasted money.
Yeah, like isn't the point of getting with the big time YouTuber to sell your stuff to sell more?
Yeah, that was it. He's got the machine behind him. Remember?
Mm-hmm. He's
And
got all the contacts. Like,
doesn't look like he oiled the machine or put gas in it or something. It's.
You know what's weird though? I did not get an email from Rippaverse at all about them launching any of these books.
You think they didn't populate their email list from Rippaverse to Ripasend?
What I'm saying, I haven't received a launch email on any of these books.
That's a very dumb thing to do. Because I mean, they've already got the email list. Why not just transfer it over?
I know. You don't think Yellow Flash will make $1 million either?
I don't think so.
If
It's not looking
Horseman,
like it.
I mean, when's it gonna release?
Look, if Jay can't
Didn't
even
they-
hit his goal,
Didn't they change their website and stuff after? Like they did something after ISOM 2, didn't they? I
Who?
wonder
As
if they
far
didn't.
as-
If they didn't.
What do you mean?
Like, didn't they change who was hosting their site or something?
Oh, I don't
no,
know.
they've always. I mean, the hosting's not the problem, but they did redo
No,
their
what I'm
website.
saying is, I think it's possible, Dave, you might not be on their new email list. Like if maybe they didn't
Oh,
Oh
okay.
yeah.
keep the
Since
email
you
list
only
from
bought
ISOM 1 and 2 or something,
Yeah.
or maybe just ISOM 1. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't know, because that seems weird.
But I will say this, and this is like a very
Look at
objective
this, though.
observation.
Here's
If you
the
are
statue.
trying,
The statues they got 139 sold.
if you are trying to buy things on the Rippaverse website using your phone, the navigation, the mobile navigation for this
It's
site
broken.
is so bad.
It's broken, Chris. I mean, it's
Objectively,
broken.
objectively bad. That's not detracting or anything.
No.
I was just going through. I was like, you know what? I'm going to contact the charity guy and be like, I'm going to send you a copy of each one of these books, and send it to the guy. The guy's name is Jeremy from St. Jude. I got so fucking pissed off trying to put things in my cart, navigating through that site. I just gave up on it. It's just like I'm just not going to do it. But yeah, the mobile platform that this, or it's not properly.
It's not formatted for
configured.
phones. Yeah.
It's not configured or formatted properly to work well on mobile devices, and that needs work, especially now here in 2024. You've got to have proper formatting.
I thought
proper
they said they were
utilization.
coming out with an app, though.
I don't know, but you
Yeah,
don't
but you
need.
got to be a member.
Yeah, to optimize a
Mm.
website for mobile is not overly difficult, and just to at least have your store.
Yeah.
Just because, like, going back and forth between options, it's such a pain in the ass. It was horrible, and I was like, I just got tired of it and just didn't do it. And then, like, it was asking, I think at one point, like logging in to check out, and the thing just kept spinning and spinning and spinning. I was like, no, I'm not waiting for this.
Mhm.
So they need work on the e-commerce side, especially on mobile, because it's just a pain in the ass. But guys,
All
that was it. I just wanted to offer you guys some clarification on the charity. I'll let you get back to your solar flares and your Justified review. So,
All right, Chris.
All
Thanks
right,
for stopping
Chris.
by, buddy.
take it easy.
Let's see,
See you, man.
brother.
All right, breaking news, Jim.
Good morning, folks. We've taken an X-Class solar flare. More may be expected. We'll take a look at the sunspots, a piece of eye candy from the ESO, an interesting story on Titan, and a review about ionospheric impact from a gamma ray burst. Let's start with the last 24 hours on our star and find the flare should be easy to spot. It's a flash in the top left quadrant. It reached X2 level, but its impulsiveness made it confined to the umbral and local coronal zone. No noticeable CME has erupted. It is rare but not unheard of for an X-class flare not to make a CME, but it does happen. This one fits that description, with a major plasma surge within the magnetic area of the active region. We'll have to monitor that area for more activity as those bigger sunspots on the right are departing, leaving those incomers on the left there. More flaring would not at all be unexpected today. Moving on to the ESO, where their newest image shows what they're calling a dark wolf in space. It's actually foreground gas and dust blocking and darkening the place that kind of looks like a wolf's head. To be honest, I am equally interested in that orangish circle there on the left side. No clue what that is. Cool story next up about Titan. Latest data suggests Saturn's moon has a 6-mile thick crust. It's made of ice and methane, and they say it actually insulates the interior ocean region. It's not out of the realm of possibility that Titan has some form of life. The temperature and radiation shielding do fit the bill. Lastly, on the article front, interesting review of that gamma burst from a nova event that made a dramatic impact on our ionosphere. That's not supposed to be possible, but we heard about it last year, and here's more information on that event, the first of its kind. And I still can't help but ask if it was able to have such a dramatic effect on our planet because the magnetic field of Earth is weakening in the ongoing magnetic pole shift. Speaking of which, first conference at the ranch is tomorrow. Next one, end of the month. We're going to be going from the most basic information to advanced catastrophism in one day. ObserverRanch.com. Also, folks, our documentary on the magnetic pole shift is still progressing nicely. It's going to come out next year, and I wanted to give a shout out to our sponsor, Goldco. I prep food, water, bullets, location, pretty much everything else you'd expect, but I also have a silver backstop for financial trouble, which I do think is coming in our world. Goldco loves the observers. They have been watching for a while, and they made goldobservers.com just for us. Strongly advise you include the safety net in your prepping. All links are found below. We greatly appreciate your support. We'll do this all again tomorrow, right here, but right now at 6:30 a.m. in the new Valley of the Sun. Eyes open, no fear. Be safe, everyone.
Yeah. So, episode 10 and 11, right?
Mhm.
I like these two episodes too. Did you stimulate? Did we lose stimulated?
Oh, what was that? Sorry, I was reading something.
Ha!
I pulled the gym.
I need better co-hosts. This is ridiculous.
It's getting out of hand.
Did you like these episodes?
Yes.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I like Justified. They're great, man.
Yeah, these two were good. Like these last four have been like just good. You know what I mean? Like I wanted to continue watching the way the second episode ends.
Yeah, the next episode is better than this episode.
This one's pretty good too because we find
Oh,
out
yeah, it's really good, but
is fucking pissed off, dude. Like, you want to have this conversation? Let's have this conversation. Like,
you open this can, let's eat it.
Yeah, let's eat it all. Like, so, yeah, it was good. And I don't know why Raylan needs to is he just trying to figure out where he stands in general? Like, he thinks he's going to report him or something?
I don't know.
Because he keeps pressing the fucking issue. Like, Jesus Christ, man, let it go.
Well, I think this episode and next episode, him and Winona are talking about moving, and he's talking about going back to Glencoe to shoot. And so he was trying to feel Art out to see if Art would recommend him to go back there. So I think that's what he was getting at with that. You know, like,
I think he had this conversation with Art, and he was like, fuck, I'm not wanted here anymore. What do you think we just go to Glencoe? Because I think he found out that, you know, I don't think Art really trusts me at all anymore. So, and that's why he's looking for an escape and somebody to go with him. That's how I read it. So
it's like there's a whole conversation where he says something about I think I'd like to try my hand at firearms instruction again, go back to Glencoe. And he's like, oh yeah, and he goes, yeah, they're always looking for people who shot people. And he's like, you definitely got that covered.
All right. Let's go through this, Jim.
So it starts off, they come in and they're talking about Walt McCready. That there wasn't any signs of any, no signs of struggle or nothing, no damage, no stab wounds. And so they're like, yeah, this whole story about Hoover killing him is a bunch of bullshit. They never really get into like what killed him.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't. Yeah. It's weird, right?
He had a gunshot wound in the leg, but didn't kill him. And so then he's like starting to say about Loretta McCready and all this and that, and then Art's kind of like, well, what, that's, for what you told me, I don't think she's got much to worry about.
Fine. She's a tough girl. Yeah, she's a tough girl. She'll be fine.
and there's a conversation talking about there's something else, and Art goes, no, wait, shut the door. We're gonna finish this.
Mhm.
You open this can.
Yeah, what do you think about this, Cynic? He's still reading. I didn't think he must be reading the same sentence over and over again to comprehend it. Let me tell you something, Raylan. Like, this is where Art's good, man. He's coming down hard. He takes his job serious. Like,
basically says, like, you keep doing what you're doing, and I'll just keep cleaning it up. Eventually, this problem's going to work itself out. Basically, like, you're going to get killed one of these days.
he goes, you're not going to be around here very long, dude. Whether the way you're doing shit, you're going to die. So I
all the scenes with Jesus, what's his name, are always great to me. Those are my favorite ones.
Who Art?
Yeah, Art. That's his name.
Yeah, he's really not Raylan's buddy right now.
Yeah.
When you thought he was like his favorite.
Yeah, before.
Like, no, dude, you're fucking shit up for me, and I don't like it. You're bringing attention I don't want in my life.
Yeah.
But I don't know. This just makes Raylan look a little like, dude.
Yeah, because Art actually tells him, it makes me sad because I thought at one point maybe you would take this job over after I retire, but I don't think you're going to live that long.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, yeah, then he has this conversation. He walks out, and then his wife shows up outside, right in the lobby. Or
she works in there too. She works
in the building. Oh no, that's I forgot this conversation. Later.
Yeah. So here's because basically, they have to settle the accounts. Settle the family debts, settle the accounts, and so Max comes to pay off Raylan's aunt for the
Blackstone thing.
Well, for her property, the Indian Line property.
Oh.
That because Max bought it, and so
did she buy it, or does she want the property, or did she just buy it so that they couldn't buy it?
I'm not sure how it worked. Like something about because later, see, that's the thing I don't know because later on they have the property back.
I thought it was her share of the deal with the mining company.
Maybe.
Okay.
But, yeah, I thought it was just some other thing out there that they've done work or something for him, and that's why the aunt keeps telling Raylan to leave her the fuck alone. Like, I'm making
pretty
money
positive it's like her deal, her share of the mining company deal.
Kevin, it was too windy for Dave to burn him. He tried to do it tonight. It was too windy. He's going to do it tomorrow. And
I'm going to record it, guys. I'm not going to do it live. It's going to be too hard to have I'm not going to do that. It's going to be better if I just record it and I can maybe edit out some wasted time or whatever. I don't think you want to see me build the fire.
I do. Men build fire, fun.
I was going to burn it on my grill, but these things are probably toxic. And
yeah, don't do that.
I'm just going to burn them in a fire.
Build you a little bonfire and then sacrifice them and do a dance.
Oh, I got all the twigs that fell off the tree this year under one tree, so I burn them at the end of the year. So I'll do that tomorrow, and this will help. It might make the fire a lot hotter. Because it's just full of chemicals, right?
Oh, that's all it is.
Yeah,
petroleum and shit.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. And I'll have a video to put up on my channel after I play it here first. So
this whole scene between his aunt and Mags, she seems really terrified of Mags.
Yeah, don't they have like a truce or something?
Yeah, they've had a truce since for whatever. They've kept the lid on it.
I don't think she seems terrified. I think she seems like, hey, bitch, you know what,
back
man?
off my
Like, you know what? We are the two people that have kept it peaceful here.
Yeah.
Don't fucking go there. You know,
But I mean, she could be. I mean, she plays it off really well. Like, I get what you're saying there, David. That does make sense.
because she actually convinces her to not fucking do it.
Yeah.
Like there's a reason.
But I don't think, honestly, I don't think she had to convince her. I think Max is smart enough to know that going after a marshal would fuck up everything she was trying to do.
No, they could have did it with like he thought was hitmen or something, right? Like she could have did it that way without sending her boys to do it.
Well,
Like-
sure, two hitters could come up in a car and follow him and his wife and attack him at a glass business in Lexington.
Go outside. Go outside. Winnie, go on. God damn it. I'll be right back.
All right.
Rayleigh
kind of the
killed
whole-
my baby.
Yeah. It's kind of the whole point.
Yeah.
She's like,
So
I told him to steer clear of you, and she's like, but it still happened.
Yeah. Mags is the best part of the show, I think.
Yeah.
She's the best.
And then this is the guy, if you remember from a couple of, I don't know if it was last episode or the episode before, where he was the one that got a little handsy with the redhead.
Yeah.
And so he starts mouthing off, and Mags tells him, basically, do you want your boys to grow up without a father?
Yeah. This whole tough girl thing, like
So here's basically where Boyd's deciding, with Ava, saying like he's basically going to move out and going to get away from Ava because he's going to go back to a life of crime. And
well, yeah, he says, you told me when I moved in here that I can't do that shit. And she's like, well, I haven't been really enforcing that rule, have I? He's like, well, I'm going to get into some real dirty shit now.
Yeah.
That was kind of cool. Like he's being very respectful, this respectful guy, Mr. Calm and Cool.
Yeah, he said he's going to be eternally grateful and all that for what she did.
yeah, she doesn't really want him to leave. And,
No.
Oh, no.
Spoiler alert, he doesn't leave.
Wait, what? No.
Well,
yeah,
he leaves, then he comes back, and then they end up getting together, and
he's fucking stalking her.
Yeah.
Basically.
They get married, they have kids.
Many kids, right? No, she they had to do this.
They have to change her driver's license because her last name's already Crowder.
Hey, see you later, Slam and Brandon.
I don't remember what episode, but I could swear there's an episode where someone says Mrs. Crowder and she goes, Ms. Crowder.
Probably. Yeah. Yeah, so this was an okay scene, whatever,
I mean, any scene with Boyd and it's good, so I'll allow it.
Yeah, but you're seeing her and her, it's like, read the room, Boyd. She doesn't want you to go, man.
Now, do you understand this whole scene with him saying he's been calling her for 3 days and she's not responding, and she's saying she's been having a problem with her phone, it just keeps shutting off and the battery just keeps dying?
Yeah.
Do you know why?
No.
She was doing it on purpose.
No, because her phone was being tracked.
Really?
Okay.
Oh, by the
Yes.
dudes. Oh, okay.
So that's why it's been acting weird. I don't know what's going on because with Duffy,
because he accused her of ghosting her.
yeah,
to him.
and she's like, no, I swear to God, check it out. And so then she's like, I need a favor. And he's like, what? The last favor you asked me. She's like, he's like, what is it? And she's like, this should be easy. And she's like, what is it? She's like, rob a bank. And he's like, oh, and he's like, what? And she's like, no, I'm kidding. I just need a ride to my lawyer's office.
Yeah. And then he has the uncomfortable conversation in the car with her, asking her if she's okay. It's all weird. It's like he's trying to have a relationship conversation.
Like, are you okay? Because you've been acting crazy lately. You did something I never thought possible.
Yeah. And then she came back and says, I did something you said you wanted to do a lot of times. He goes, yeah, but I didn't do it because it's crazy. I don't know if it is crazy, though. That's dead money, Jim. That's dead money that nobody even knows exists. Like,
Dead money's good money.
I might be tempted myself.
Oh, I'd have took it.
Yeah, me too.
I ain't gonna
In a
say
heartbeat.
tempted. I'd have took that shit.
Really?
Fuck
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes, in a heartbeat.
In a second.
Yeah, me too. It's dead money. Nobody cares about it. It's like finding it under a
Is
fucking
it?
rock.
I mean, are you really stealing? Who are you
No.
stealing from?
You're not. Because the bank already wrote it off. They already
Yeah.
got paid
Yep.
for that money. Yeah.
It's not their money.
It'd be one of those things where you try to go to return it, the bank would tell you like, "Well, we can't do nothing with it." What do
Hello,
we?
Mr. Yanafui. How are you tonight? Good to see you. Man.
No, this is a great scene. He's something. She's like, she starts telling him about, oh, you're so paranoid, nervous, and stuff. You probably know the 5 cars behind us. She's like, and he's like, no, actually, there's only 3, and one of them is this gray sedan that's been following us since we left the courthouse.
Yep.
So then he pulls up to a stoplight, jumps out, and then what he says to these guys, guys, I'm kind of having a bad day. I'm a little rough. I just killed a man yesterday, or maybe he said the other day. So do me a favor. I'm going to go right over here. I want you to go left or whatever. Or
yeah, it was good. It was good. He did it well. Sometimes though, in these car scenes, it looks like they're not in a car, and then they are in the car, right? Like,
Yeah, they're not. That's a green screen right there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
and
can't.
Forgive me. These 2 guys look like they're up to something.
They do look sketchy, don't they?
Mm-hmm. I want you to go left. I go right. You go left. You go right. I'm going to have some questions. And she's all dozed out, don't even know where she was. He's like, all right, we're here. It's like, what? No, we're not. He's like, yeah, we're right here. You said Cameron and Chase right there.
Yeah, women don't know how to tell directions, right?
No, not at all, dude. No, women don't. No, they don't like to drive in the first place.
I was about to say that was Loretta that called him.
No, it was the social worker.
He was a social worker.
I thought Loretta called him.
No, he didn't. She didn't want to go and she doesn't want to go in the house with the people. And
The foster
Yeah,
house.
that's right.
tells
Yeah,
her they seem like good Christian folk.
yeah.
Right.
You'd be a big sister to these kids. And
Oh yeah,
blah,
yeah.
blah, blah.
They called and said, yeah, okay, yeah, nice suburban little neighborhood, and she's like, no, hell no, I ain't going in there. Go
Yeah.
back to the woods.
And I think she said something too, if I'm not mistaken. She said something like, "I'll probably have to wipe their asses," and he's like, "No, they look like they can wipe their own ass."
Did she say that?
Yeah,
I don't remember that, but I do remember her saying, "Why did they do that to my dad?"
yeah.
Like, I was like, she's struggling with that, man. Like, this
Oh,
lady
for
acted like
sure.
she gave a shit about me, right?
Yeah.
And he was just, what do you ever do? He was pitiful. And he,
She's like, "Does it make me bad that I'm glad Cooper's dead?" And he's like, "Nah, Cooper's a dick."
nope, he's fine. Where he's at. Oh boy,
So then
this
they jump to this. This is a
fucking
good scene.
crazy shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
when they're all talking, basically like,
this is when they're talking about how Cooper's talent was really talent.
yeah,
Because he did all the growing, all of the THC.
Yeah.
He knew how to do it all, right? They loved it. But then she said the way he did it is getting antiquated. Like it's going out of style anyway. So not a big deal. But boy, oh boy, did she fuck this guy over.
yeah. Well, she's just like, "You and me are done."
Yeah, because she
Give
gave
him- She gave Boyd free reign to do what he wants,
and she
you get
gave
the pot, what's left of the pot business, but everything else goes to
brother.
Doyle and his boys.
Oh, that's his name, Doyle?
Yeah,
Yeah. She gave him the pot business or what's left of the pot?
what's left of the pot's business.
Right.
And then and then she tells him basically, and then at that end, leave Raylan alone. We hold our side of the feud. We keep a lid on it. We don't, Then he gets all mad. What are you gonna do? We're gonna let this happen?
Yeah, he's being
Gibbons kill the Bennett. We gotta get payback.
Yeah. So he he's fucked. He's out of control. I can't even remember his name.
Dickie.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she tells him, what? Coover's dead because of you, she tells him. He's like, what do you mean? I tried to save you. No, Coover's dead because of you. You went against the family, not for the first time.
He had no response to not for the first time either. The first one, he didn't even get tortured, stimulated.
No.
He did not get tortured by Raylan.
No.
Not at all. And I don't think he wanted his brother to kill that little girl either.
No. I won't. I don't think so.
I don't think that, but it was going to happen.
Yeah.
And don't drink the apple pie. You're right, dude. Is that Greta Thunberg? No, the little girl. Oh yeah, the case, the arguing over.
Yeah, they're arguing over divorce, and they're fighting when the guy, he's like being like petty and wants, about something about frequent flyer miles, and then life insurance. Something about life insurance. Very odd that he'd want to maintain the life insurance policies
that were taken out before they were married. That's what her lawyer said. Because this isn't your life insurance policy. She had this before you were married. So it's weird too. Like, yeah, it's fine. She doesn't know that Gary would try to have her killed. Why would she even think that? Like, it's not even crossing her mind. No.
And so here's Boyd is talking to his cousin Johnny now, trying to apologize him for what happened.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they sold me there for a minute. The cousin Johnny was paralyzed.
Yeah.
And then he stood up to get that beer. So is Johnny around for a long time?
A couple seasons.
Just a couple
more seasons.
Okay. All right.
Do you want me to tell you who kills him?
Nope.
You want me to spoil it for you, Dave?
Nope.
I could spoil it right now.
No,
Well,
Jim.
you could.
No means no,
Good.
Jim.
All right.
Tell me in the private chat.
Why would you do that? Don't do it,
I
Dave.
won't read it. You'll feel better about saying it. So what else has Johnny been in, Jimmy or Jim?
It's I've seen him in some stuff. I want to say he played a Russian in John Wick.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like, if not the first one, maybe the first or second one, I don't know.
Was he in Sons of Anarchy too, or any of that stuff?
No, he wasn't in Sons of Anarchy.
So he's not one of those that made it in the past.
He's been in a couple movies. He hasn't been in a lot of stuff. But the guy who plays Devil, he's been in a bunch of stuff, and he always seemed to play a Nazi.
Weird.
It's weird. In Breaking Bad, he plays a Nazi. Better Call Saul, he plays a Nazi.
Typecasting. I'm telling you, man, this cannot get away. So you're telling me that Devil has a problem with stiff arm syndrome, and that's why they hire him, because his arm's always stiff?
I think Devil might have also been in Band of Brothers.
That goes against the Americans with Disabilities Act of 1993. So they could be sued.
They could be. You're absolutely right. That woman is a ruthless devil. She don't give a shit. Johnny don't want to do shit with Boyd, right? He's like, no, man, why would I do anything for you?
Yeah. Because you're a Crowder.
You're a Crowder. It's in your blood. Okay.
So now here's Ava's all upset because Boyd's gone.
Like, that was weird, dude. Like, it's not like she ever spent the night in his room.
I don't think, I mean, who knows? But I don't think we're supposed to think that maybe she was falling in love with them, and then.
No, I get it. I get that, but it's not like they I can see her sitting at the coffee at the table drinking a cup of coffee, not sitting in a room that she never slept in yet. Oh yeah.
You know, so it's this Jed.
I
I think
think
Jed
so.
is his name. You know, he was in Band of Brothers.
Mm. So he's trying to convince him that he's now in charge of everything. Mom is out.
Yeah.
I'm the guy.
Yeah, and so he's telling him he's going to bring on some muscle, and he wants to basically take the county back over. Even though his mom told him to leave Boyd alone, and you got the weed business, that's it. Don't mess with Boyd. Well, of course, Dickie's not going to listen.
And his whole pitch to this guy is higher rank, more responsibility. You're going to get your hands dirty, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, you know, and it says, you know, is there any, you know, if you used to work for the Crowders, is this going to be a problem? He's like, no, who the hell didn't work for the Crowders?
Right. That's like, that was good answer too. It's like a very good answer they put in the show. Like, everybody worked for the fucking Crowders, dude. What are you talking about? Like, don't hold that against me. Pretty good actor too, this guy. It's amazing how these shows that last this long, one of the keys is the actors are believable.
Yeah, you've got to get the casting right for it to
Yeah.
go this long.
Here's something like this guy here, and this is like an Easter egg I'm going to point out that you might not catch it. But this guy here on the screen right now, he's playing cards at this bar.
Mm-hmm.
2 seasons from now, he's going to be working as a bartender in Boyd and Johnny's bar.
Okay.
They don't mention any, like there's no, it's just he's a bartender there.
Oh,
and it's just like they don't mention nothing, but it's like it's the same guy.
Oh, okay.
Like,
he got a recurring role. Yeah.
Well, it's not like a recurring. I don't even know if it's the same guy. Like if it's the same role because they don't have a name or nothing. So
He got a role again on the show.
Yeah.
As a
So it
different
could
character.
be. I don't know if it's the same character or if it's just it's
They just don't
separated by, but they just don't mention it. They don't say nothing, and it's just like, but that's the guy that got robbed.
Hmm.
Now he's working for Boyd. And funny thing is, I think the bar sort of gets robbed with him there. So it's weird. It's like,
Oh, okay. Bet 150. All right. So these guys are just playing a card game. This was pretty funny too. What Johnny does.
Yeah. Yeah, Johnny pulls a gun on. How do you like them wheels?
Well, and Boyd's like, well, shit, I wasn't ready for it yet, but I guess if that's what you want to do, Johnny, let's do it that way. It was pretty funny. Simulated. I was like, Johnny wants to get in and out, and Boyd's in there giving speeches.
Like, one guy threatens, goes, I'm going to come after. Don't think I'm not going to come after you. He goes, my name's Boyd Crowder. You can come after me, but it'll be the worst mistake you ever make, or the last thing you ever do.
Yeah, the last thing you'll ever do.
It's typical tough guy talk, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, and this is when he's talking about moving, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then she says, can I think about it? He's a pathetic guy with chicks, dude. He really is.
He's a simp.
He's a simp as fuck for her, dude. Oh my God. He doesn't know what to say. It's uncomfortable. He's not confident.
And so here they're talking at the bar, and they're talking about, what they're going to do, get the message out, and then Dickie shows up and basically starts a war.
Yeah, it says, he says, Mama. Yeah, whatever. And then
The deal you made with my mama, that's off.
Yeah, that's off. I'm in charge now.
I'm in charge of Bennett. I got Bennett, and I'm going to have all of Harlan County. That's going to be mine too. You can come work for me. Like, hey, it would have, I mean, I know I ain't writing the show, but they should have teamed up together.
Yeah.
It should have just been like, okay, let's do crime together.
We'll run this joint. Yeah. Why do we got to kill each other? If we work together, more people stay alive, and we both make a shit ton of money.
But I guess Dickie's just an ignorant Hill Rod.
Is he ignorant?
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, probably. You guys are probably right.
He's gonna make a lot of money. Well, he also fucked up with mags anyway, so
This
yeah,
is
he's
good too
kind of
because
on the
Johnny said something about, the Bennett said there used to be some swinging dick around here until someone put a bullet in one of them. What was his name? Hooter? Booger?
Oh yeah, that was pretty good. And then Devil,
your daddy's gone, your men are all dead. Johnny ain't but a half a man. And Milkshake here.
Yeah. And then at the end of the scene, Devil says, "Well, what do you want me to do about it?" Right? He goes, "Oh no, we just found our guy.
We just found our messenger.
Yeah,
We're back." So they're driving, they're listening to the radio, and they says something like, I want to say it was I can't remember, son of a bitch. I can't remember who they were listening to, and he says National Treasure, maybe Neil Young and
they were talking about Neil Young, about the voice falling on you.
Yeah, and then Raylan says the National Treasure. Winona goes, he's Canadian, and then he goes, fuck Neil Young.
The Canadians cannot catch a break anywhere, can they?
So somebody crashes into their car, and then they start shooting. They go into this Bowen prefab, and there's a whole big gun battle going on. And Raylan got a shotgun, gives her a gun.
Splits up,
circles around, and
blam, blam.
Blam, blam. Raylan takes out the two guys. Like, I don't know, like, what he went up on this I didn't understand. First he's walking around, he gets a guy done. Now he's all up on something elevated.
Right, walked up right behind him.
Yeah.
And capped him. Like, that was way too convenient, guys.
No, man, it's Raylan Givens. He's got magical powers.
Yeah, and then Raylan sits down, and Winona just goes, yes. Raylan's like, guess what? She goes, fuck, I can't do it. Glencoe.
Yeah. Here's the other thing, Jim. He's behind the guy, right? He's behind the guy. Why did he kill him? Why didn't he question him?
Well, that comes up next episode when Art asks him, I think Art says something like, you didn't leave anybody alive, or we can't ask them any questions now because they're dead.
Right. That's true.
Hold on.
Uh-oh. Yeah, so this is a good episode.
Oh, yeah.
I think last week's were balling too, man. Those last two from last week were good. This one's good.
If I remember correctly, because like I said, I haven't watched it in forever, and I've just been sort of following along, mainly like background watching, because I've had so much other stuff I've had to watch for like the anime streams and stuff.
Right.
But from like season 2 onwards, it gets really good, then kind of falls off. But season 2,
like season 5 or something.
I think so. 4 or 5. It's probably 5 if I remember correctly. But yeah, no, they're just, man, it's good popcorn TV. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I've got an hour or two to watch something, sit down, and you just enjoy it. So.
It's good stuff.
So then Boyd's just sitting here outside behind the house or whatever, staring up at the stars, and Ava comes out to talk to him, and
nice night.
Then she just starts kissing him, and then that's the end of the episode.
And that's it.
And so then,
oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about this. Yeah.
So this is the beginning of the next episode, and then Gary comes running in, making a scene, like he's all worried. Like, they never explain, how did Gary know this happened?
Small town, right?
Mm-hmm.
Lexington, Kentucky? Not that small.
Oh, they're in Lexington, right?
Yeah.
Well, no, maybe she was. I don't know.
Because maybe she called him. I don't know. I mean, they don't explain it.
But her
he's
phone
a pretty
don't work.
famous realtor around there, right? So
yeah, his name's on park benches all over the place.
Yeah.
So my point is though, if you're a realtor, you're a big part of whatever town you're in. If something like that happens, a cop's gonna call you. So it just assumes somebody said, "Hey, did you hear what happened to Winona?"
Hey, Summer, isn't that the Bryan Cranston show, Your Honor?
Yeah, Max Bennett's in it.
Yeah, I like that show. I like it. Yeah, she's his sister-in-law, right? I think in
Think
that
so.
show. It's a good show. But they only
I
did
don't
2
know.
seasons, I guess, huh?
Mother-in-law, I believe. Mother-in-law.
Oh, mother-in-law. Okay.
Same difference in Alabama anyway.
Yeah. So then these are agents from multiple organizations.
Yeah, multiple organizations. And then there's some guy from the Army, something or other, Army Intelligence or Army something.
Yeah.
He's like, why are you here? And he's like, starts explaining, well, these guys used to be in special forces or something. Then they got contractors or something. And the guy's like, he doesn't need to know all that.
Yeah.
What do you mean he doesn't need to know all that?
He does need to know that. He's a marshal. Why can't he know? Who tried to kill him? I might want to know.
Well, because I guess they don't, or maybe Art doesn't want him knowing anything because he doesn't want him involved in the investigation because he doesn't want it.
Yeah, he's pissed
You know.
at him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Art's pissed at him. So
Art's pissed because there's 2 dead guys. They don't know who they were at. They think they were after Raylan.
Right. Yeah, everybody does. Yeah. Yep. And then Gary comes in, distracting him, Raylan, because he wants to
Army CID. That guy's from Criminal Investigative Division.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's this whole scene, and then like I thought maybe Raylan and Gary were going to fight.
oh no.
And then Art comes out and tells him, Mr. Hawkins, I'm gonna need you to get out of my office.
Right.
And then
But
something
I
about
have
this.
the
He
right to
goes,
be with my wife.
and he goes, well, that's something you and her can discuss in the elevator
With her.
with Rachel. Yeah.
Yeah, with Rachel. But how was Gary going to protect her? Like, that's the dumbest thing he could have said. You were not.
With Raylan saying, my car got pretty banged up, and so just I was thinking, he's like, what? You're not going anywhere. You're not going to need a car. What are you talking about?
You're under protection, dude.
Yeah, you're under protection.
And that's when we get more Tim. Tim's cool.
Or Tim. Yeah, Tim's cool. And then I think Art said something to Tim. If you see him trying to participate in this investigation, you can shoot him.
Yep. Shoot him. But Raylan was a dick, dude, to Tim.
Yeah. Raylan, you can either accept protection or you can quit the Marshal Service. I'm not going to tell you which one I want.
I know. Like, holy shit. You can call that. Yeah. Tim, you're with Raylan. He goes, oh, good. I get to babysit.
In which case, you have my position to shoot him. And Tim gives that, like, same sound, sir.
You got it. You got it, sir. Tim ain't shooting nobody.
And then Art says something around like, if we're done with playtime now, can we get back in there?
Oh, yeah. It's just so great to have you home. Like, he is a scumbag, dude. Oh, yeah. And then this is them going to his hotel room. And,
And then so he's like, asking him, Jenny, you got any buddies who became contractors after they got out? Tim's like, yeah, I got a couple friends that couldn't, hack it without the mad minute.
mm-hmm.
Got into contracting and stuff. Because why? Is that why that Army CID guy was there or something? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, oh, yeah, Art said I'm not supposed to talk to you about that.
Yeah. Yeah, he said something about getting my card. He goes, I got to
So
sleep.
he's like, I can sleep it back in the car. I'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm prepared.
And this whole thing is, you're not going to try to go out the window while I'm gone. He's like, no, not while you're here. You got your car anyway. You'll be right after me. He goes, but you are going to try to get away from me. And he's like, well, yeah. He's like, oh, this makes my dick hard.
Yeah. He goes, well, he said something back about the dick hard thing. Raylan did. Double hard or something like that.
Yeah, shit makes me hard.
Yeah.
I love this shit. Shit takes forever. I think Tim's kind of like, he respects Raylan, but he thinks he's, he probably's like, I'm better than you.
Yeah, we were talking about that on like the first couple episodes of this season.
I'll be right back.
I think there's even a scene when Raylan says something about you found me, and he's like, what the fuck you think? I'm good at my job.
Yeah.
Yeah, so here's they are in bed. Ava,
Day after.
Say day after, and then tells him he's not allowed to have any hookers or whores or something. And she's like, and he's like, oh, I haven't had hookers since I was 14 or something. Like, she's like, no, I mean, you can't run them.
Yeah, other than that, she's not going to ask any questions or something. Yeah.
So Raylan wakes up, and then Tim's sitting in a chair. He says, he's sitting there sleeping in that chair all night. He goes, no, I haven't been able to sleep since past 5 since some training. I don't remember what he said. And then he's like, I got to make a phone call that you'd have to report if you hear it. So you want to go outside and check the perimeter, or do I need to go in the bathroom and take a shower, pretend to take a shower? And I think Tim tells him, you better go in the bathroom and pretend to take a shower.
Yeah.
So he calls Miami to see if it was Gio that sent the guys. And then he said, what's your CIs telling you? You ain't got any? And he's like, well, I guess I could go ask Gio, but if he cops to it, I'm going to have to shoot him because I want him to think I'm not a man of my word. Oh yeah, they said like, well, I was told to stay out of the investigation. He's like, well, wait, you actually listen to what they tell you up there? And then he says, have you pissed off any shit kickers lately? Which is, so then we jump to
the clan, right?
To the Bennett's bringing on new muscle, doing firearms training.
Yeah, they're training the new guys.
Yeah.
And then I guess the big guy can't shoot for shit, so they give him a shotgun. Just make sure you point it that way. Make sure I'm behind you when you pull the trigger.
Yeah.
Then he says something about he wants to stop for ice cream. He's like, ice cream for breakfast. He's like, yeah, it's got everything, milk, eggs.
Yeah, all the nutrients you need. Just a little sweet, right? But he's already got a plan stimulated, right?
Oh yeah.
And this is odd too. See, look at this look at this.
Bagels
And fruit plate and all this stuff going on. Gary's been living at a gym. He hasn't been there.
Right.
So when Nona keeps all this shit in her house by herself, because Raylan hasn't been staying there.
Nope.
Yeah.
He stays at his house.
That's what women do, man. They nest.
No, but she's at his place every night.
Yeah. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Like, when did she go shopping?
I think we're getting lost in the weeds here. This is being fucking nitpicky, okay?
It's shit like this that bothers me, though.
I get it, man, but like, my aunt lives by herself, and I know for a fact.
Does your aunt spend the night at a dude's house every night and then have all this food at her house? No,
probably
that makes no sense.
She is a single lady. But I know for a fact when I go to her house, her freezer and shit is stocked full of food.
Yeah, but she don't have a bunch of fresh fruit on the fucking table for one person living there.
No, she don't do that because she doesn't eat a whole lot of it, so it'll go bad. But
yeah, it's fucking right.
Like bagels and stuff, like she keeps all that stuff frozen in the freezer.
Sure.
So Tim's very suspicious. He's like, we passed 3 places on the way here, and he's like, that had your ice cream and stuff. And he's like, well, this first place is a big box store. They leave the ice cream sitting outside for so long, and melts, and freezer burn. And the other place doesn't keep it cold enough. And this place has got a bathroom, and they have Cheney's. So he goes and gets the ice cream and says, "Here, pay for this. I'm going to go to the bathroom." And he's like, "What?" He's like, "Do I look like the climb out the bathroom window type of guy?" And Tim's like, "No, you don't." So all right. And then turns out there wasn't even a bathroom.
Yeah, this is where Raylan's a fucking complete asshole to Tim.
Yeah, I mean, I would be too.
Well,
like, you don't have a restroom, do you? He's like, "No, son of a bitch." So, so here's Boyd and Johnny going to talk to Arlo. And
Arlo
talking
has
about
no respect for his son, does he?
no, because
No.
his son is the enemy.
I
Join the
guess.
other team. You know,
That's the one. That's not what my dad says it when he says I'm batting for the other team.
Hmm,
But okay.
you know,
he's right.
no. Arlo says this is the second time he's been shot. You know, he was in Vietnam, didn't get shot. He's been shot once by his son and once now this.
Yeah, and he's really sucking up to Arlo and his knowledge of stuff that his dad had but didn't really pass on to them.
Yeah.
And he says something about you know, he took off my ankle monitor.
Yeah, he's like, oh, so you can still move? Yeah, you can go. So this is a great conversation between Aunt Helen and Ayo. You know, there's never been a time I've wanted to know more about what he's up to. It's, you know, no matter what they do to you, you can't tell what you don't know.
Yeah, don't ask. If you don't know nothing, don't ask. And she goes, is this motherly advice?
Yeah.
I thought she didn't like her.
I don't know.
It's amazing how these women just flip-flop that quick. Like,
Yeah. And so
Crazy.
then they show up over here at the Bennett place, Bennett store.
Not they.
No, just Raylan does.
Yeah.
There's people standing outside with an AK shotgun and stuff, and Mags is painting where someone painted traitor and stuff over, and then she gives the whole story about they broke out the window. Bad enough they painted the walls, broke out the windows, but one of them urinated inside. It's not going to happen again.
Well, Jim, why is she on the ladder? She's an old lady. Why is she up there? I guess it makes her look cool.
And so Raylan says, a couple of hitters took a run at me, almost got my ex-wife for good measure. And she goes, so what, you think I said him? He goes, no, not you. Maybe one of your boys, maybe
Yeah.
Coover, maybe Dickie, maybe Doyle.
But if it was one of her boys and she knew, she wouldn't tell him, because that's her whole thing.
Yeah, him going there was pointless. I mean, unless he thought he could shake something out of her, but no.
The only thing he could slightly confirm is that, hey, she said what she said after talking to your aunt. It's really easy to call the aunt and say, hey, did you have this conversation? And she says yes, then okay, I believe Mags, right? You can cross her off the fucking list.
Yeah, there's no reason for him to even go there. It made no sense.
But it makes Tim look like a good investigator because he knew exactly where Raylan was going to go for some reason. Like, did they put a tracker in Raylan's car that he doesn't know about? Is that why they're able to find him
It's in
so
his
easy?
hat.
Yeah,
They put one in his hat.
must have.
Yeah, and so he's a dick to Tim right now. Just so you're not confused, I'm going to go to Winona's now. And he's like, yeah, that's fine. Go to ex-wife, whatever you want to call her, wife, girlfriend. Just don't try to ditch me again.
Yeah, just don't. And he goes, I'm not telling Art because I'll get in trouble.
Yeah.
You put me in a position now, dude. That was fucked up. Like, you could cost me my job because I can't
Look at
watch
the
you.
smirk on Raylan's face. And then here comes the sheriff's rolling all up. Raylan makes a comment about, oh, look at that. Never need to, look for you. You just show up. And Doyle says something about, we got to call somebody here harassing a grieving old lady. And then there's a whole thing back and forth where Raylan says something about, hiring hitters. And he's like, sheriff doesn't have to hire hitters. He just wants to get a guy. He just waits till he rolls up in his area and then rolls up with his guys and says he pulled a gun or pulled first.
Yeah.
And Raylan goes, oh, well, said something. And then Doyle says, you got to think you would have come with more guys if you want to, more than one guy, if you think I want to high noon it with you. And then Raylan says, well, I thought you would have brought more guys.
Always got to win the conversation, right?
Oh, yeah.
And it, you know, I don't know why Doyle even did this, because Doyle heard his mother tell the fucking son, dipshittier, Dickie, leave Raylan alone. So why is Doyle doing this? He already knows that Raylan's off limits. Does that make sense?
I think he's just sort of pushing the limits.
Yeah, he's probably just
You know
being
what
a
I mean?
smart, just pushing,
Just
being a
being a
smart
smart
ass.
ass.
And
Yeah.
his mom's just basically telling him, let it alone, just stop.
You never
No.
done that with your mom? Somebody kind of, just push the boundary with her just a little bit because you're pissy about something or something.
She
So
just
here's a
gave-
great character that shows up. This is
What'd you
Hot
say, Dave?
Rod Dunham. Rodney Hot Rod Dunham from Memphis.
from Memphis. Yeah. Not what I was expecting to see happen. It's like pretty fucking cool what they do here. So
Because Rodney said, you're going to rob me, this and that. And he's like, no, I'm not going to rob you. I want to do business with you. You just bought some of my best weed.
I can't.
Like, I hope you
I
come
can't
back for
ever
more.
take that guy.
he says, do you know who I am? He goes, yeah. And he's like, cool. He goes, I want you to know my name. I want you to know my name. So when you come back next time, you know where to get your pot. Because I'm going to be the guy selling it to you. Now, I don't know how that's going to make sense. Is he going to force Dickie to grow the pot for him? Does Boyd know anything about growing pot?
I don't know. They don't really explain it, but I think they don't like. I think how it worked is there was a bunch of people growing the pot. And they gave, they grew it for different people were tending patches, and then
They were collecting it all and
they
selling
collected
it.
off. Yeah,
Okay, and they already have the seeds or whatever they need of the formula that they sell.
they don't really. Yeah,
Okay.
they don't get into it all that much.
I can't take the guy who plays Rodney serious in a serious role after watching him as a kid in Home Improvement when he used to show up on he was one of the construction guys.
Oh yeah.
What do you think about this scene?
I guess it's showing me how crazy Dickie is, right? I guess the point of the scene is to show me that Dickie's going to do whatever it takes.
I'll be right back, fellas.
Okay. You know what I'm saying, Jim? Other than that, I don't know why he would have done this, Jim, because he doesn't have that many people, especially when they're working on a plan to go take care of something.
Yeah, but these two guys didn't didn't sign up to
Right. Yeah. So
go to war for over some shit. They just signed up to get some extra money.
And his answer is what he did.
Yeah,
I guess it's to show us he's the true psycho, right?
maybe.
And obviously, Mags did the right thing because he is a fucking dumbass. And I don't know. All I knew is I knew it before it happened that they were dying. As soon as that guy said you need to step back.
Yeah. This is the part where she tells Raylan about the crazy insurance stuff. Raylan's like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "Yeah, about the life insurance." And that's when Raylan's mind goes click click.
Yeah, right. Because she hasn't mentioned
shit.
it. Yeah, he didn't. He didn't ask her about
He
the
goes,
court case. At all.
"Oh, there's something going on."
Yep. And then he looks out the window and there's a guy sitting there for an hour.
Yeah, see the car out there.
So another thing, it doesn't seem to me like Tim or Rachel could actually go to sleep if they're there to watch both of them. But they both go to sleep and Raylan can come and go as he pleases, dude. Doesn't make sense.
Make it make sense.
Well, it's like Dickie killing those guys in the fucking trailer.
Yeah.
What was the point? I don't
Plot.
get it. I think it was to show us that he's crazy. That's just it. Like that's the only reason that makes sense. Is it? Oh, let's show you just how crazy this character is. I think they do that pretty good at the end of the episode. I don't think he needed to kill these guys to make that point.
Yeah, but them going to sleep and stuff, that's not character development.
No.
The Dickie stuff is character development.
Right. It is. And now they're here counting their
Monies.
cash, right?
Counting all their monies. Boyd and the gang sitting around with his pappy.
Living large.
Yep.
Something going on, Jim?
No. Sorry.
You got a look on your face like you got to answer
What's
something.
going on, Jim?
No, I've had a headache all night. That's all. I got a migraine.
Are you?
They're
starting to
counting the
hear it?
money. They're talking about Arlo says Dickie made him, and they said no, the way you were moving, so you look like you were a 20-year-old hard case.
Yeah.
And Johnny's reminiscing about all the times in the what they used to play, and Ava's husband Bowman, who's dead because she killed him, and then Ava says something about my memories of Bo and Bowman aren't good, and the last time I was here.
Yeah, because Boyd pulls her to the side and says he don't mean nothing by it.
Yeah.
And he really, I don't think he did. I don't think he was trying to be a dick. He was just reminiscing with people he hasn't talked to in a while.
They're just going to lay low to see how Dickie responds, see if his mom is behind him. So this guy gets out the car to take a piss after sitting outside, and Raylan, stealthily sneaks up on him.
Of course.
Yeah.
While the guy's still looking at the house while he's pissing.
Yeah. And he's like,
It's the hat.
you don't get out of your car and piss in someone's lawn. He's like, do you mind if I zip up? He's like, I'd mind if you didn't.
Yeah.
And he says something about, I know you're sitting out here in the cold. It's unseasonably cold, but you don't want to.
We can get the heater on.
Yeah, heater on and stuff, and then something about but this is the life we've chosen. Yeah.
Ray, Bluegrass Ninja, Red Scorpion. You're right.
And he's like, like one in the chamber. Nice, always be ready. And then Raylan calls down
because he says, especially as good as the safeties are these days, it's crazy. I was like, oh my God, these guys like guns. The writers of the show, they do like guns.
It was back when you could light guns in Hollywood.
He looks in the car, and it's a rental car from Baxter Holly Construction. So he's like, hopefully the folks at Baxter Holly can do it out here for a little while. And then he makes a call to Miami to have them run the ownership to see who owns Baxter Holly Construction.
Yeah.
And then he finds out. He wakes up Gary. Why is there a guy that works for a company owned by Win Duffy's sister sitting outside?
Well, after he's grabbed him by the throat, he grabbed him by the damn throat.
Oh, yeah. And he's like, actually, he says something like, let's throw you. Don't know nothing about it? Well, why don't I throw you outside and see what this guy does?
Yeah. And then he finally has to confess. And he goes, I tried to stop it. Gary. They weren't after. I guess they were they actually after Raylan, or were they after Gary? And they just didn't know who Gary was.
No, they were after Winona.
They were after, after Winona.
Gary hired Win Duffy to kill Winona.
Right, but they want to kill Gary too.
They do after this because Gary tried to call it off and then it's avoiding them. Yeah. Gary promised him half the life insurance money.
Oh. Okay. Well, they could okay.
Gary didn't realize that they're going to kill him too because he's a loose end.
Yeah. If they would have got the money, they would have killed him. Yeah. This guy doesn't like him at all. Yeah. He doesn't like Gary at all. So he's using his ass. Yeah. So he's choking him out.
That's what you do to real estate agents. We're all scum.
Yeah. So he takes him out and does all this shit with the guy after Gary confesses.
Yep. So there's Win Duffy and Mikey, and Gary calls and he's like, Gary, we've been trying to reach you. You know better than to dodge me. And he tells him, meet me.
You guys, I just wanted to stop the hit.
Yeah. He's like,
Yeah, it's
you know, all right, well, meet me at the big rest stop off of 75 near High Creek Bridge or whatever.
right. And
You know, see if you can find a place to stop for some plastic and garbage bags.
like I'm gonna say, I don't think they needed to say that line.
You know,
This was a good scene, though.
yeah,
It was. This was a good scene.
a great scene, especially the part where he's like, you know, you better run, Gary, because I'm about done here.
Right. And Gary's like, what are you talking about? He goes, I mean, get the hell out of here, dude. I don't want to, nobody wants to see you again. You need to go away. I don't think Gary still realizes that he is going to die. And Raylan says that to him, to Duffy, right? He's going, that idiot doesn't even know you guys want to kill him. So, stimulated must be eating.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, you're never this quiet that long. Come on.
I was eating. I got some trail mix from Aldi today.
Oh,
And
yeah?
that shit is so good, man. Oh God.
Is it the sweet or the salty?
I got one of both, and I put them together. Because the sweet's got like a little too much chocolate and stuff in it, and so yeah.
Like the count. You like sweet, salty combined?
Yeah.
I'm not a fan.
Yeah, and this whole thing about, you know, I'd like to use Gary, squeeze him, get him to put you away, and let Winona see what he really is, but I'm afraid that would just kill her.
Yeah, like he was protecting her. Like he said, but he says we won't have another conversation like this.
As long as you understand, next time we have this conversation, it won't be a conversation.
Now, but Gary doesn't fucking realize that they want to kill him. He still doesn't get it.
Gary's either a dum-dum or he thinks, well, you know, staying by Raylan is safer than running away.
Oh, wait. Oh, I don't know what happens with Gary. Yeah, so.
You want me to tell you?
No.
Okay.
Put it in the private chat.
Keep eating, get fat. Don't stop.
I saw
eating.
that. Don't worry, I bought some wasabi almonds. I'm gonna get them next.
Ooh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are super good.
I like wasabi.
I'll just tell you, this is not the last we see of Gary.
Damn it.
I would think not. I would think not. I mean, he's not that fucking smart. I do.
Summer Swan, not too much chocolate. It just gets a little.
I'll say one more thing about it, and then that's it. It's not Gary's fault we see him again.
Okay.
That's fine.
That's all I'll say.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it's his fault because of this shit, but he doesn't do anything. Gary doesn't show back up.
Okay. That's cool.
Well, yeah, that's good enough.
Yeah. It's hard, ain't it, Jim?
Tim is sitting here waiting, and this is great. And he's like, you know, I noticed Gary's not in his room. Did you kill him? He's like, no. He's like, didn't kill anybody. Well, at least there's that.
And then he says, well, did you find out anything?
He's like, what do you want to know?
He goes,
almonds.
he says, he says, you want to know it all? Like, blew him off. Like, yeah, I fucking want to know, dude. Like, I'm protecting you. And if I don't have to protect you anymore because we found something out, then let me know. Like, that it was Gary, but he can't even say it to Tim. Because if it gets back to Winona, now isn't Winona going to be a little like wondering where the fuck Gary is all of a sudden?
You would think, but it never comes up.
Why would she? She wanted they just got divorced.
Kind of another thing that's kind of odd.
They're not divorced yet.
I thought they
no, they never agreed
the papers
yet.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Storm 11 said they had ghost pepper almonds, Dave.
Oh boy.
Oh shit! I'm gonna have to see if I can find some of those.
Oh my god.
No, I don't eat cookies right now, Bipto. I'm cutting. That's why I had to cut down on the sweet trail mix. Had to put some actual
Okay.
stuff in it.
So then we
Asshole.
jump to Arlo and Helen's house, and Helen is asleep. She gets woken up by some bunch of noise in her house, and she's like, "Arlo, son of a bitch, you're drunk
Well, she
again.
grabbed
What
the
the hell?"
gun. She grabbed her shotgun.
Right, but then she thinks it's Arlo because she's in the fridge. It's these two idiots.
And she ain't backing down. She's just as badass as Mags, dude. Like, she ain't killing people, but she ain't afraid to if she needs to. She ain't taking no shit.
Yeah. She's like, "No, I was just about to ask you to leave." And he's like, "I was just about to ask you for a drink. Where's your beer?" And she goes, "We drink liquor in this house." He goes, "Are you offering?" She goes, "No, I'm not."
I'm not. Nope. I'm not.
And he's like, "Why don't you get over here and make us some eggs or something? Wait for Arlo to come home."
She said, "You need to leave. You need to go."
She said, if you ain't here by the time Arlo gets back, you're gonna think what Raylan did to your knee is
nothing.
Something from a prom queen or something like that. Or
yeah, but like, is Arlo a badass?
I guess.
Because I haven't seen him be a badass. I just seen him be a little sneaky son of a bitch all the time.
Well, he's a grifter and
like
a leg breaker.
They're trying to paint him like he used to be a badass.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, no. It's going to make what Raylan did to your leg feel like a hand job from an angel.
Yeah, right.
Based.
I
love her.
And then she's like, after Arlo gets you back, what you took from him, what are you going to do to Arlo? And he's like, what do you think? And then she clicks the safety off of her shotgun. And as soon as she does that, she gets shot.
No.
How do I know who got shot? They don't show
never
it.
mind. Oh,
it's
they
off
don't?
camera.
Okay, she doesn't get shot then.
They see the flash outside the house because the camera pulled away to outside.
No, you see he fired.
Yeah, you see he fired.
Oh, man.
Helen screamed.
But I will say Helen did get off a shot too.
Nice.
Okay. Are we done with Helen?
Are we done with Helen,
Not
Jim?
100% done with Helen.
So,
and that's a trick answer.
Now here's what's going to happen.
Have you seen all these?
Here's what's going to happen. I know what's going to happen.
One second. Cynic, have you seen all these episodes?
It's been years, but I mean, I know.
Okay, but you know what I'm talking about when I say this is not the last we see of Helen?
Yes.
I know what's going to happen here.
No, I'm not talking about a funeral or anything like that.
No, I'm saying Raylan's aunt is dead. He's not going to go to Glencoe. He's going to make these fucking people pay for killing his favorite person in the world. Am I wrong? Glencoe's probably not going to come up again.
No, Glencoe comes up again.
That he still wants to go?
Yes.
Even after, before he finds out she's dead or after?
After.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Many years down the road?
No, this season.
Wow. I thought he'd just be angry. So we're going to see her in other episodes where they're doing history bullshit, right?
What?
We'll see Helen in episodes where they're like doing flashbacks and shit.
Nope. No flashbacks.
Nope.
She'd come back as another character.
Nope.
No.
All right.
No. It's okay. I'm just trying to guess out loud. You don't have to tell me.
I can tell you it doesn't ruin anything. It's not going to ruin any part of the fucking story, really.
No, it's not.
I thought she's dead, though.
She is dead.
She is dead.
Okay.
But Arlo imagines her.
He has a vision.
Has conversations with her. You know, and she's standing there talking to him, but she's talking to Helen again because he's losing.
It's about the bank heist or something, right?
Yeah, when they're doing a bank robbery.
Yeah. She comes to him and discusses that with him.
So Arlo takes it hard then.
Sort of,
really, no,
but
not
really.
yet. I mean, something happens, and then
okay.
I didn't realize I didn't have it on full screen. What do you know? Anyway. Well, that's Justified.
That's Justified, episode 10 and 11. I did get one video from Snorum. I'm going to play this real quick.
It better be good.
Hey, some comic relief, I think. The crazy, nasty ass honey badger.
Oh,
my God, watch it dig. Look at that digging. The honey badger is really pretty badass. They have no regard for any other animal whatsoever. Look, and it's just grunting and ew, eating snakes. Ew, what's that, a mouse? Oh, that's nasty. Oh, they're so nasty. Oh, look, it's chasing things and eating them. Honey badgers have a fairly long body, but a distinctly thick set, broad shoulders, and their skin is loose, allowing them
Jesus,
to move about freely, and they twist around. Now look, here's a house full of bees. You think the honey badger cares? It doesn't give a shit. It goes right into the house of bees to get some larvae. How disgusting is that? It eats larvae. Ew, that's so nasty. But look, the honey badger doesn't care. It's getting stung like 1,000 times. It doesn't give a shit. It's hungry. It doesn't care about being stung by bees. Nothing can stop the honey badger when it's hungry. Oh, what a crazy fuck. Look. Ew, it's eating larvae. That's disgusting. There it is, running in slow motion again. See? Now, what's interesting is that other animals like these birds here, they just like to wait around until the honey badger's done eating, and then it swoops in to pick up the scraps. It says, you do all the work for us, honey badger, and we'll just eat whatever you find. How's that? What do you say, stupid? Look at this bird. Thanks for the treat, stupid. Hey, come back here, says the honey badger. Birds don't care. And you know what? The jackals do it too. Look at these little dogs. They're like, thanks, stupid. Thanks for the mouse. See you later. The honey badger does all the work while these other animals just pick up the scraps. At nighttime, the honey badger goes hunting because it's hungry. Look, here comes a fierce battle between a king cobra and a honey badger. I wonder what'll happen. Look at this. There's the honey badger just eating a mouse. And then look, get away from me, says the snake. Get away from me. Honey badger don't care. Honey badger smacks the shit out of it. The snake comes back and oh, little does the honey badger know, FYI, it's been stung. It's been bitten by the snake. So while it's eating the snake, ew, that's disgusting. Meanwhile, the poisonous venom is seeping through the honey badger's body and it passes out. Look at that sleepy fuck. Now the honey badger is just going to pass out for a few minutes, and then it's going to get right back up and start eating all over again because it's a hungry little bastard. Look at this. Like nothing happened. The honey badger gets right back up and continues eating the cobra. How disgusting. And of course, what does the honey badger have to eat for the next 3 weeks? Cobra. The honey badger.
That was great.
Jesus, man.
I had no idea they were that like that. Did you, Jim?
No.
I'm gonna get me a honey badger and train it.
I was thinking about
walking on a leash.
I'm gonna get one, to kill all the fucking critters in my yard because they're everywhere. Little burrowing bastards mowing my yard like fucking off-roading. Holy shit. But I think I'm gonna call it a night, fellas.
Yeah, I got a migraine like a motherfucker.
Jim's got a migraine. We had a long stream last night.